The Miami Dolphins are the biggest frauds in the NFL. They currently are 6-3 after a loss today, as the time of recording this, to the Chiefs. They played really bad in that game. They lost 21-14. That makes it look like it was closer than it really was because that's a 7-point loss. But I mean, the Chiefs' offense wasn't playing good at all today. Really, Travis Kelce had 3 catches for like 14 yards, pretty awful. Rashee Rice had like 2 catches for 17 yards and a touchdown. I mean, Jared McKinnon was like their best receiver in my opinion, and he was like a running back, got 2 catches for 24 yards. And then we're talking about like Checo playing pretty solid. And then when we talk about just like the Dolphins offense, it's pretty awful. I mean, they had like 3 fumbles today. They gave up a touchdown on offense basically, so it was like a deflection slash fumble, then it was like flipped back to another player, and he took it to the house for a touchdown, which essentially lost them the game. But the thing that was really bad was at the end of the game, they had a chance to tie the game, 4th and 10, on like the 30-yard line, win it left one time, and they needed to get a first down. But it's the Dolphins, bro. They can get a first down no matter what because they got some really good players. And basically, Tua just like completely like does not like secure the snap, and he takes a sack on 4th and 10 with one timeout, and so they can't get the ball back. They lose right there. But dude, Tyreek Hill didn't play that good this game. Tua didn't play good at all, really. Raheem Mostert played actually pretty solid, even though he did fumble it at one point, but they were able to recover it. And Tyler Croft was, so it was a little bit of a gain on that, which is lucky. And dude, Cedric Wilson played pretty decent actually, like the third best receiver on the team. Waddle had 3 catches for 54 yards. Dude, Jalen Waddle needs to be priority in the offense because he is not getting it. Last week he went off against the Patriots. Besides that, he hasn't been good really in weeks, and that's basically he's been getting 50, 40, 30 yards. And that's goes back all the way to week 2 where he had his best game other than week 7 against the Patriots. So he really has only been good against Patriots, which is both games this year he's played against, and also against the first week in Los Angeles against the Chargers, he played good. But besides that, he hasn't been really that good this year. Looked like a top 20, top 30 receiver. For most of the year, he has like 480 yards on the season, which isn't awful. But I mean, dude, the guy he really thought coming into the season he could have like 1,200 receiving yards or something. That's what some people were thinking. And then you talk about Tyreek Hill, man. This guy's probably gonna have 2,000 yards. Get Jalen Waddle some more yards, some more touches, some more because he needs them, bro. And this was a game in Germany, so they can use the excuse that it was in Germany, jet lag, whatever. That's good. That has nothing to do with it, dude. The Chiefs came off a bad loss last week against Broncos and somehow beat the Dolphins. Chiefs didn't even look that good today. Honestly, they may be frauds too. But when we're talking about it, dude, they have lost to the Chiefs this year. 3 good teams. And they have lost every win they have, their other 6 wins, all against bad teams, dude. They just don't play good against good teams. That's their biggest issue. And then when you talk about was MVP consideration because there really has been like an outstanding quarterback this year besides maybe Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson who've had some really good games this year. I know Mahomes has had like 1 or 2 really good games, but that was against like the Bears and another team. So and it's probably the Raiders. So he's like had some good games, but not against great teams. Lamar had that great game against the and then he's also had another good game, and then also Jalen Hurts played really good against the Commanders. Played them, and the Commanders don't even like honestly have a bad defense. When he played them, they had like before this is before they traded Montez Sweat and Chase Young, 2 phenomenal pass rushers. Well, Montez Sweat's not as good as you know Chase Young, and he just 25 million a year, which is insane. But I don't really know, man. It's just they have a good defense, man. Good at all. Like Curl's been pretty solid. They just that's so much more like interesting to see than two have 70 points against the Broncos, who haven't been good at all this year, besides the last 3 games or so. So they play their next 5 games are against pretty bad teams. 2 of them are against the Jets. The Jets could probably win one of those, in my opinion. And then their last 3 are pretty hard. They got to play the Bills, the Ravens, the Cowboys. They got blown out by the Bills earlier this year. The Ravens are looking good. Hopefully they stay healthy. Usually fall apart towards the end of the season health wise. And then the Cowboys. Cowboys are still like a pretty solid team, and I think they'll beat the Dolphins. I think they're definitely good enough. So I really don't know what you guys think, but you guys have to let me know down in the comments if you think the Dolphins can make the playoffs. Like they'll probably go 10-7 at this rate, or 11-6, which would make them in the playoffs. But I think they're like a first round exit easily, especially if they play like teams like the Browns or whatever. They'll lose to the Browns or the Ravens or even the Steelers, honestly. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and then comment down below like what team you want me to go over in the future.